So let's be honest, every single week we as a community love to be suggesting a lot of updates to the developers, and some of them they do actually seem to be adding into the game, and that is really nice to see. But also to top it up with that, the developers have also decided to add a brand new feature in their overall Discord server in which we could actually vote for stuff that we want in the game the most out of anything. It's not just some random suggestions that get something like 10 likes, which has been seen from many people before. Those are the top ideas which almost every single person wants in the game. So in today's video, I'll be going for these top suggestions on the most wanted updates and changes in War Tycoon. So let's just jump right into it. So as you guys can already see, this video is not really gonna have any gameplay inside of it, but more of it, I'm just literally gonna be going through everything they have in store. Here is the little announcement, which is just this highlighted area. You guys should definitely join the Gizmotech Discord server, I'll leave a link to it. So anyway, here it is, the top suggestions. Let's go and have a look. This is the first one that was ever added, and I'll only be going through the first ones that were added because they have had the most likes out of anything. So the first one is going to be add kamikaze drones. I really like the idea of kamikaze drones because I feel like the drones have not been worked on and they just have been slipped on so much. Like they just added some drones from such old ages that are just not really as functional anymore. I guess they are annoying, but there's not really a counter to the current drones, even though they are already pretty weak. But yeah, I would love to see a kamikaze drone. Anyway, moving into the next selection which we have on the screen is going to be a grenade launcher attachment. I'm not really sure on how this would work, but again, it is a top suggestion. I'm not gonna comment on this one, though it is really cool looking. Anyway, the next one which we have here is replace the destroyer drone with the MQ-1 Predator. This could make the Game Pass more useful, and please revamp the drones. Once again, the same message, people really do want to see the drones revamped, but man, if they added the MQ-1 Predator, that'd be the coolest thing in the world. Like, almost everybody wants this, and if they here's the thing, if they want to actually rework the drone area, they would also have to make a brand new area for it, because the current drone bay which we have, it will be way too small for these kind of drones. Like, some of these big drones even get taken off at freaking aircraft carriers because they just take up so much space. So really, they would have to rework the way in which the drones are spawned and probably add a brand new area to the Tycoon, which would also be cool. Anyway, here we have it on the screen. This is also another suggestion. Make able to put the spin to win spins on vehicles, dragon scale and black gold. Yes, it will be very cool if we were able to actually receive these skins on vehicles, because these are some of the rarest skins, and what if some people want to share it with the community or just play around with it? These skins are really cool, and I definitely agree with this opinion. Okay, so moving into the next one, which had 869 likes, it is a Boxer CRV change. The CRV is obsolete for a Game Pass and it costs more than the GOTV while still being multiple times worse. I wouldn't say it's multiple times worse, but it is slightly worse. It's craving an upgrade. It should really become more like the GOTV hit and run with this sort of loadout. 35mm gun, X2 Spike LR missile, fire and forget like the javelins, yes, and of course a machine gun. On top of this, it can also have a fitted with an active defense system APS, and yes, I would really love an active defense system. It is something that we also want to have on tanks, which is the active protection system. Here's a screenshot on the screen right now on how this looks. Man, if they really did rework the CRV or just rework the Boxer as a whole, man, it would be so much better, because currently the Boxer, I guess the only good thing about it right now is the anti-armor bullets, and those are not even its main firepower. It's not supposed to be its main firepower. It still slips off, and it's really not this good. I really wish that it would have these kind of changes. I definitely give this a hands up. Next up, what we have over here is going to be change the CRAM system. CRAM literally stands on the counter rocket, artillery, and mortar. It does not counter any of that. It just attacks our targets instead of the CRAM. Maybe add a more of a realistic air defense system for the base. And this is kind of a screenshot right here on the screen on what it will be. I definitely give this a handshake. I would really love something to be added rather than a CRAM, because I gotta say, the CRAM is kind of boring. There's nothing interesting about it. Them even updating it from time to time, make it do different things, like just not be able to fire, was not big of an update. I would really love to see the CRAM be updated in such a bigger way away in order for it to actually be some kind of defense around the base, man. We really want to see defenses for the base, because once you destroy the serum, the base is vulnerable, and really, if it did have some kind of AI defense to even defeat people on the ground near the base, that would also be really cool. Anyway, next up what we have over here is to buff the M142 HIMARS. Nobody ever uses it due to the fact that we have the Katyusha, which has more rockets. Maybe make a more advanced artillery aiming system, similar to bomb aiming due to the fact that this is a modern artillery. Make it have bigger splash and damage in total. Please, moderators, listen to this community for once. Man, people do really listen to the community. I see the devs actually going for this, and they do really like to update this kind of stuff. So the last point, I don't really agree on this much. However, yes, I would love to see a different artillery system, maybe even add a similar aiming system for the lack of the bombs, as he already said, but also similar to the lack of the airstrike, or maybe even reuse the map from the spawning of the AC-130 in order to make the aiming a little more fun. Imagine we could just whip out a map and say on the artillery on where we want it to go. That would be really cool. Anyways, I have the last one over here, which is going to be a command room. 8 rebirths required. This expanded version of my OG post. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go for this because I feel like it's just gonna take me out of this page. The expanded version of the bunker used to provide surveillance and control around the base perimeter and an overview of the map. It is located under the bunker and accessed via the elevator from the missile room. Features: SAM turret, rooftop mounted anti-aircraft system controllable by AI or user, serum control panel, controls of the serum from within the command room, shield control panel, yes, we already have this, tactical map reveals all players and vehicles location on the map, cost $50,000, repair station, monitor and remotely repair base objects with an increased repair cost of 25%. That'd be really cool. I would really love to see us being able to just repair stuff naturally on its own. Artillery support allows targeting for artillery strikes, kind of like the A-10 airstrike, but an actual artillery going from like very far away, spawning in and attacking some cool direction. That would be really cool. Radar, attach the radar system to a vehicle to scan enemy vehicles in the area. Server room, this is where all the above features operate. Destroying the server console will disable the radar and command room systems, requiring a 5-minute wait to repair the server console. New items: tactical flare gun, deployable shield, and a tracker. Those will be very cool, and this is just a perfect screenshot on how this would look. If they made it this realistic, oh man, that would be crazy. But just imagine having up to 5 features available to the base. We would actually be able to defend our base, and the bunker would actually make much more sense. Because right now, the bunker does not make that much sense, and this is definitely getting a handshake from me. Anyways, guys, I do gotta say, I really do love these changes, and if the devs were to actually add this, it would make such a huge difference to the game, because the changes that these people do actually go over are the changes on what's currently going on in the game. It would actually add to the random things that would happen in the game, such as the reason why we actually play War Tycoon, in fact, is because of the random events that can occur on any time we ever wanted to. Like, it's just so much things to do at once, and you guys could just get surprised with something and never expected. Like, that's where the fun from War Tycoon actually comes, the unexpected, and that's kind of a feel of every single war game. We always love to see the unexpected, and just having so much more expansion on the game itself in how the gameplay goes, it would make such a big difference. It would also make the raiding of the bases at least somewhat challenging, because right now all we do, just destroy the shield, the serum, and the gate, and we're all in. Nothing more. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these changes. Should I do a part 2 of this video? If you guys do enjoy, I will happily do a part 2 for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out, everybody. Let me know what you think.